Guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Emmanuel and this is FPL for Africa. Okay, so in the last video I went over my team, my quarterfinals wildcard team selection, and I looked at why I'll be picking those certain players and why I felt there was no point in loading up on players from a certain team right now, because I've been seeing some people making their teams. Some people have been sending me their teams, and all I've been seeing 4 players from Italy, 4 players from Spain. And I'm like, haven't you learned from the last round what happened with Netherlands and with France? And I'll be trying to avoid that, of which I made a certain change in my team as well. If you notice from the last team, I had Donnarumma as my goalkeeper, but I switched that to Unai Simon because I'm more confident of Spain against Switzerland than I am of Italy against Belgium. So I'd rather have 2 Italian players and 2 Belgian players in a way that I can always transfer them out without having to take a hit or having to sacrifice transfers that I've made on other part of my squad, or to other part of my squad, sorry. Okay, so I'm still going with Immobile as my striker. I could switch him to Morata, but there's really no point for that because that will leave me with 4 Spanish players. So I'll be sticking with Immobile. Lukaku, yeah. Harry Kane, he's finally gotten his goal. So he's playing Ukraine, which are one of the weakest teams in the tournament right now. So I'll be hoping he gets a goal or even 2 against Ukraine. Yarmolenko is just there as an insurance in case England end up losing against Ukraine. Although I have about 3 English players, so fingers crossed. I'm hoping that they actually win that game. Raheem Sterling, like I said in the last video, no brainer, no brainer. He's involved in everything that concerns England. Even the goal that Kane scored, that Grealish assisted. So Sterling's ball to Grealish before Grealish gave the ball to Harry Kane. So he gets into the team as a no-brainer. Holes as well, just because I cannot take Patrick Schick. Because of the strikers I have, I don't feel Schick is better than any of them here, or his game is better than any of them here. Because Immobile is debatable that I could switch him to any other striker like Morata or Schick, but I'll be leaving him for now in case Italy do go through and win this game. So in that way, it avoids, or I avoid making any more transfer. Then Ferran Torres, who, as you can see, is my captain for the day. He could easily become Sarabia, but for now, I'll be sticking with him. I'll be sticking with Ferran Torres. Like I've always stated, any changes made will be posted on my Twitter page, which is always in the description of every video. I also switched Paul Torres to Aspilicueta because in the first 2 games, he didn't start. Thinking maybe the coach wasn't really trusting him for the kind of formation he wanted to play, but seeing now that they need more experience, the further they go in the competition. Although I can always change him, like I said, it's subject to change based on whoever starts, whichever Spanish defender starts that game. The easier option would be to just go to what's the name, Jordi Alba. Sorry, it would be easier to just go to Jordi Alba, but looking at the whole budget I have, I can't afford him, so that's why I went with Aspilicueta. And also matching into my plan of going with like equal players on a day and equal on the next day. So there will be no point taking a player from the other day. If I want to pick another defender, that has to come from either Italy or Belgium game or a Switzerland defender, and I wouldn't want to do that. So Spinazzola, of course, most attacking defender I've seen in tournament so far. He starts. Thomas Meunier, just the same thing. They are very similar, so he starts as well. If any of them is able to keep a clean sheet, that's fine, because I'm also looking for bringing Mail into the game on the next day. But he plays on the 3rd, as you can see on this list. He plays on the 3rd, and then players starting to play. Most of them play on the 2nd. So that's about it. That's the team. That's the team. Yeah. Jordan Pickford. They have spoken about him. English is my surety for the English defense. It seems England came to this tournament to just defend, and win 1-0, 2-0, and stuff like that. They tried to come to the tournament and not concede. So he's going into my team. I won't be going with any English defender because that will go against my plan of having not more than 3 players per team. So that's it. That's about it. This is a very short video because it's just a confirmation of my team. It's just my team selection, which I have already put much thought into it. And for those who don't have their wildcard available, I say it again. As long as you can get a starting 11, there is no point trying to change your entire team, because Anybody can be knocked out and you're back to square one. So it's best, if you don't have a wildcard, to just pick an 11 and maybe one bench player to just keep and be sure that this particular 11 is going to start, and this bench player is also here as a cover in case one of them ends up not starting or ends up not performing well. Because taking all the hits and accumulating them does not make any sense when you still do the same thing in the next round. Okay, we've come to the end of the video. Once again, please do like and subscribe to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like my content, and I'll see you in the next video.